Bitcoin is doing something we've never seen before, and that's exactly what we need to discuss in today's update video, because I don't think anybody is talking about this and nobody is basically paying attention to what's happening on the chart now. So let's discuss exactly that within today's update video, because this is probably the proof that this cycle is truly going to be different. We'll discuss not only that, but a lot more important information, like the seasonality, the most important price data. We will also take a look into what's Ethereum and altcoins. So from here, guys, make sure to first of all subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube video. We've just hit 3.5k subscribers, so thanks each and every one of you. And from here, I do want to dive directly in towards the most important content. And this is what's happening now. This is the 6th consecutive green 6-monthly candle for Bitcoin since the start of the bull market. And we are defining the start of each bull market with the first bullish engulfing candle. That's basically the start of the bull market. And we have never seen six monthly green candles after each other. So what's happening right now for Bitcoin is absolutely insane. And this cycle might feel a little bit different because the price moves aren't that big within one candle, but if you zoom out a bit, you can basically see how insanely bullish this bull market basically is. But the thing most people are now curious about is if this is going to be a major top signal, because we've never seen something like this before. But I don't think this is a top signal for Bitcoin. I just think we are seeing a lot more structure within the market, and we are not seeing such big candles like we have seen before. And one of the big differences there is also that, like in the bull markets before 2023 to 2025 now, we saw the bull market happen in like 1 or 2 6-monthly candles, and that's absolutely not what's happening here. We are in a big bull market since 2023, and that's why I do think it's absolutely different. And I don't think this candle does have to turn red here or something. And if that's going to happen, I don't think it has to be the end of the bull market. I think, yes, this is just a proof that this cycle is totally different than the ones we've seen before. And I do still think that the second half of this year is going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. So probably this candle is about to stay green and could also be turning out as the biggest green candle of this entire bull market, because yes, we are in the last phase of that post-halving year. We are now in July. That's normally a strong month, and already from here normally we are seeing some major returns in those post-halving years. So me personally, I think that from here things will only start being more bullish. So I'm definitely getting quite excited here. And on the flip side, we are also seeing a breakout out of this major bull flag pattern. We have been discussing on this channel a lot. Basically, we saw a minor breakout and now a retest of this bull flag pattern, because history shows us that this setup like we have created right now with this bull flag is something we've seen before. From 2021 to 2024, we have also seen quite a similar setup, just on a bigger time frame. If you do want to know everything about that setup, make sure to watch the video from yesterday. But yeah, it's definitely looking quite similar, and I do think once we are going to see the continuation from this bull flag, which could get initiated from this bullish retest here, yes, then we are in for that last and final big Bitcoin move higher. So things are starting to look quite interesting there. And it would make a lot of sense for Bitcoin to initiate that new move to the upside here, because that would mean that Bitcoin is once again exactly following that global liquidity to the top side, just like we've seen during this cycle. In this PO3 pattern, we both follow the global liquidity to the top side and also to the downside, and now we are in this strong momentum rally to the top side once again. And then this is going to be the most important resistance level for Bitcoin to break above this head and shoulders pattern, basically the neckline. Once we break the neckline, I do think a major Bitcoin breakout could be next from here. And then back to the bigger candles, but now we are looking at the 3 monthly Bitcoin candles, and those candles are showing us that this scenario is totally different than the double top scenario we saw in 2021. I've also discussed this in an earlier video on the channel, but just to be quick here, basically the thing is that this Bitcoin double top scenario is completely invalidated, because the situation for Bitcoin, the quarterly candles are totally different now. So I'm not expecting a Bitcoin double top playing out here, just like a lot of people were calling for. I just think we are going to see that next big Bitcoin move higher quite soon here, because that Bitcoin monster breakout is getting super close. We are creating a bullish pennant above the breakout line, it's just looking insanely bullish for Bitcoin here. And then let's discuss the latest news hitting the market here, because Trump is about to sign the big beautiful bill into law tomorrow, so on Saturday. And the last time Trump signed such a major spending bill into law, Bitcoin pumped almost 25% in 1 week and almost pumped 100% within a year, so basically a 2x. And that's absolutely insane. And the last spending bill Trump signed into law was definitely a much smaller one than this exact big and beautiful bill. So I do think this bill could be a major catalyst for Bitcoin. I want to discuss Ethereum, because Ethereum is looking insane. Ethereum is basically doing exactly what Bitcoin did in 2024 within this range. And once Ethereum breaks exactly this accumulation range, I do think from here a new move towards $3,000 is going to be imminent. Currently, Ethereum is also flashing a golden cross on the daily time frame, so the moving average 50 is overtaking the moving average 200 line here, showcasing a bullish cross, which could mean to more upside momentum here. And once that upside momentum is about to kick in, then we can break out of this range, and then we are probably going to see a massive continuation to the upside, just like we saw happening with Bitcoin in 2024 here. So things are starting to look good for Ethereum once again. And I do think that this bull market we are about to hit that range high, which is also my conservative case price target for Ethereum. I do think we could be hitting that target within the second half of this year, so in Q3 or Q4. Ethereum could probably move even higher, but yeah, I do like it to be a little bit more conservative. If you are a little bit more bullish, you could be looking at a price target over $6,000, but definitely inside this reaccumulation range, I think we will be hitting that range high this year, and then I will be taking most of my profits personally. And once we are going to see this new Ethereum move getting initiated, that's also going to be the moment where altcoins will go absolutely parabolic. Currently altcoins are still in this major accumulation stage, basically this Bitcoin season range. We are definitely not in an altcoin season yet, but once Ethereum will start that new move higher, then we are going to move fast towards that altcoin season range. And this accumulation range is probably going to be your biggest opportunity to accumulate more altcoins on the lows before that last big move higher, which is usually going to be the best and biggest move for altcoins during the total crypto cycle, because we are in the post-halving year. The second half of the year is always the most bullish phase for both Ethereum and altcoins. So guys, that was it for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update video, and I will see you guys in the next update video tomorrow.
Trading is never as easy, but who say you can't have fun? In every minute you lend, the more you will enjoy. As you grow up in this industry, you will find yourself, and so round yourself with people who will help you to grow up as trader. It's hard in the first place, but I am sure you will be successful. As a trader, always remember trend is your friend.